apology. I wish you lose the opportunity and suck. Don't make way for a prodigy.
Gonna catch your breath for a second. Look at your neighbor and check in. We bout to march, so if you not get to stepping, I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting a precedent. No mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set cause our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats. I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm over Balenciagas. I'm changing it.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. A man who played collegiately over at East Lansing. Here's Ken Walker. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Smith and Jigba in motion right. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Great pickup by Walker. It was the second back off the board in the 2022 draft. But it was first among rookies in carries, yards, and touchdowns, and was the Rookie of the Year runner-up.
Smith. Oh, his first throw of the game. Going to be intercepted. Inside the 10.
Brent, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Hooker. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He'll buy some time right. That's to the rookie, Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Hey, on the ball. Snowball. Hey, trio left.
Geno now to throw. Going right back to Smith-Njigba. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Smith-Njigba showing there that he is exactly what the Seahawks offense needed. A guy who complements what they already have and some productive receivers outside, and he can rack up catches in their system.
Now Geno on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. To the right side, this is Walker. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Geno. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Geno the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very... And caught it up! And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Metcalf motions left. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 2nd and 10. Smith again. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 7-7, our score after one. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Hooker to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now a 2nd and 2.
13
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
But not a big gain with that play. But what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw, Hooker. Flush to his right, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Second down and 3. Now Hooker. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st. Throwing. Hooker. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Hooker throwing again on 2nd down. Now throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Hooker's going to throw it. It's complete to Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. A 1st and 10 here, and if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He gets this out wide to Gibbs, and a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On the jump.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Here's Hooker. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw again. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jamison Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Patterson back out there to send this one away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hurt. Ready.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
3rd down and 6. Operating from the gun. Hooker eluding the pressure right. Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
From the gun, it's Hooker. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Crack all 80. Check. Ready.
On third down, here's Gibbs. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Walker to start the drive. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. To throw on second down, here's Hooker. And he rifles one incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On the end around, here comes Williams. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Now back with the Lions. Here's Riley Patterson on for the field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17-all. Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it, and they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole.
Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Lockett, the motion man right. Walker with another carry. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. A dime look defensively for the Lions on third. Here's Smith. And that will be incomplete. The other day they told us when we got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Check, Bobcat. Ready.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And past the 40 before it was out of bounds. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Good tackle there by Jaron Reed, the former 2nd-round pick out of Alabama. That's why he was drafted, but he's really shown an excellent ability to rush the passer as well.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 8.
Go.
Hooker now off play action. They'll roll him out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And in the second half of a tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8.
Street.
Operating from the gun. Hooker escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Smith now to throw. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Lions will take over. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Street. Ready. Hut. Ready.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Williams. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A little bit of an unconventional call there.
Yeah, but it worked, and how great was that? That's got to give them a lift in this situation.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Now Hooker. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Gibbs straight ahead. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready, go.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3.
Hey, smash Bronco! Go!
Gibbs will try and pick it up. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Every eye in the stadium locked in on Riley Patterson. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Lions now, they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Go. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Hooker. Dancing to his left. And he's got this this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They'll pitch it out to Gibbs here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive.
Go check. Go check.
Hooker, he's going to move him around a little bit here. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Hooker to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Hand off now to Gibbs. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing here is Hooker. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Patterson's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? If the overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the
Smith's going to throw it. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, it took us until the final play to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Detroit, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle,